it's always good to have a worthy opponent. Singapore and Indonesia here in South Korea, especially as a woman, I think that is a really great opportunity.
We are almost there for the event. So how are you feeling first of all during this fight week?
I'm feeling really good. Weight is good. Diet is good. Body feels so agile and light. So I'm really excited. Uh, very calm for my pro debut.
Okay, so you'll be fighting in Korea. So what are your thoughts on the country and how has it been in Korea so far?
We just got here yesterday. Incheon is it's a very developed city. Feels nice and um, basically very clean. Everything feels very well prepared by Brave, and it's just uh, I'm just all ready for the fight instead of like having to freak out about like other stuff. And yeah, now it's just focused on getting the weigh in and then fight night.
So what were your initial impression of Brave Combat Federation when you received the offer?
I've already heard of Brave. I've been obviously following the MMA journey, and I've had a couple of fighters that I know fight in Brave. I'm really happy that they are coming to Asia. I think there's still a lot of growth for MMA in Asia, and Korea is, definitely like one of the top Asian countries to also be developed in terms of like martial arts. Having such a rich history of like taekwondo and other martial arts, but you have seen like some of the top MMA fighters come from Korea also, and it's really great to be representing Southeast Asia to come here to Korea. It's my second time here, but I haven't been here in many years, and it's just this country has just developed so much, especially in terms of the martial arts, and especially for women. I think since we're the only women fight card in this uh, women fight in this fight card, I am really excited to put it out there for more women to see and to see like in Asia um, the sport grow quite explosively.
Like if we come to your fight camp, like is there something in particular that you focused ahead of the fight?
Um, for this fight camp particularly, I am focused really on honing, especially for my debut, honing my ground game, which is my strength, and really like keeping the pressure on the ground. But having said that, I've seen my opponent. I know she's a strong. She's got strong striking skills, but I'm also confident of my striking skills. I've been undefeated in amateur boxing, so I'm gonna put both together, both my striking and my ground game together to win the fight.
So you'll be going up against a hometown favorite. So does that add any kind of pressure on you?
Um, well, it's always good to have a worthy opponent. I really am looking forward to this fight. It doesn't matter, whether I'm in her home ground or she's in mine. As long as we both put on a great show, fight for every second, and I really think that when we are so focused on the fight, it's gonna be zoomed in on the fight itself. It doesn't really matter whether or not the audience is there. So, home ground or not, I'm ready to fire.
So, like you
Mm-hmm.
have an extensive grappling background. So like are you planning to leverage on that in the fight or are you waiting to showcase some of your striking skills as well?
Obviously the fight starts standing up, and we're gonna have to work our way through that. But definitely, there will be grappling involved, and the finish will be a strong finish from the ground. And we will obviously have to start the fight standing up, and I'm not afraid to strike with her. I think we're both like fearless and aggressive fighters, which is great because I think it will be an explosive show for those watching. But then when it comes to the ground, I'm going to be dominating on the ground.
Like you are like someone that has been vocal about the women empowerment, and you have been working towards that as well. So how important do you think is a platform like Brave CF to send this message across?
Yeah, I think particularly for you with Brave, it will be even more exciting because I know they haven't had many female fighters on the show yet. But to be able to represent um Singapore and Indonesia here in South Korea, especially as a woman, I think that is a really great opportunity, and I am stepping up to really like highlight the growth of the sport here in Asia, especially Southeast Asia, for the whole world to see. And currently based in Bali, so I do have like supporters and people who train with me from all across the world. So I'm really excited for that. Yeah, and for women who are afraid of not just training but afraid of you know going after their dreams, I want to let them know that it's possible. Like for me, I left the corporate job to pursue my dream in martial arts, and here is my shot to take it to the next level. So I want to show the world that. And yeah, win or lose, I'm here, but I'm gonna win it.
So like is there a kind of a message that you want to put out to all the women who will be watching this, from all your experiences?
Yes, I just want to tell like all women also to believe in themselves. If they have a dream, whether is it in fighting or in whatever they set their mind to, if they believe in themselves, be patient, keep working hard at it, and everything else will fall into place. And when the opportunity comes, you just gotta grab it and fight for it. Yeah, this is my main thing, and most people, I think, they have seen how I have transformed, especially those who have been following my journey. They have seen how I've transformed from, just a little like Singaporean girl who was trying out different stuff and chasing after her dreams. They've seen how I've transformed not just physically but also mentally to overcome everything I have overcome to get here. Um, I think it shows for itself. So this is my chance to put it out there even more with Brave.
So you recently made your MMA debut. So how was the experience like, and what were your biggest takeaways from that fight?
Yeah, so I think like, I have been training and grappling for a while now, and really to be able to apply it in mixed martial arts, to express myself even more, and putting it together, obviously with striking, that's a whole other dimension of my self expression that I have been working through. And obviously, in my last fight, I dominated on the ground as well, and but this time around I'm looking for the finish, like really like clean up a lot of things. Also with striking, I want to show the world more of my striking as well. And um and yeah, that for me, obviously I also displayed my strength on the ground, but this fight I'm gonna actually like finish it and combining both striking and grappling.
Like before we close, lastly, what can the
Mm-hmm.
fans expect at Brave CF 58 when you step into the cage?
They can expect me to become the best version of myself, where in terms of my MMA journey, and um, very clear game plan, very calm, very composed, and we know what we're there for and how we're going to finish, and it will be as what we planned. And it will be the most in terms of like women MMA. I think it will be one of the top here in Asia to watch. Because I know she's also aggressive. I'm also aggressive. So when we clash on, it's gonna be exciting to watch.